I'm viciously behind, so I'm feeling a bit generous. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do suit, have it on me, and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact, yes, this will in fact be a live reaction / traditional review for chapters 400 not 4, Lord 4, I'm in the future, chapter 188, chapter 189 of Four Knights of the Because I'm behind, and I can actually do what I like, at least for the 2 last series I need to catch up on that I'm going to keep on the channel. I do kind of want to do super reviews for him, so I want to do a super live reaction review for this one. And also, a friend of mine told me to live react for everyone to this chapter in particular, which, considering the friend who told me, I'm kind of scared. Like, and not in a bad way, but in a bad way, if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm kind of scared for this chapter in particular. But chapter 189, if I was going to do this one, and I'm doing some reviews already, I might as well do a super review for both. So let's not waste more time. Let's hop right... Am I lagging already? I swear, I better... Okay, no, I'm not lagging. But let's not waste more time. Let's hop right in chapter 188 of Four Knights of the which is known as Father's Words, Mother's Memories. All right, 188, Father's Words, Mother's Memories. Nasians. You should just give it up. Like there is no reason to continue that fight the way you did. Like, why? Why? I still don't get it. But let's see. Oh, I was afraid my heart had stopped a moment there. But it looks like yours stopped instead, didn't it? Yeah, like, you know, I do get... Like so y'all did rationalize it for me in chapter 187. There technically was a point to Nasians at least trying it, but like, they're really, like, I don't know, they really, why? Like, why were you fighting him? Like, the moment I found out his ability, the moment I revealed it for Percival, someone who could actually heal themselves, to see, knowing that, like, that's the thing, there's no progression path that would have been more difficult. Well, no progression path that would have been easier. Well, body, stop, please, stop having a heart attack. But there would have been no progression path that would have been easier other than Nasians immediately just forfeiting. That would have saved his life. He would have never had to interact with Diodora any further. And he also would be in a much safer position than he is now. Diodora can literally just... And then bada bing, bada boom. Nasians cooked. Heart stop. Could still be alive. Who knows? Maybe he's not disengaged. Bang! Why would you do that? Why would you put yourself in such a prone position? I mean, I guess he has faith that Percival will come save him, but like, there was no reason to do this, Nasians. There was no reason to genuinely cook yourself. But let's see. It looks like yours stopped instead, didn't it? Not good. Wait. Oh, my throat. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, allergies are whooping your boy. And I took all the allergy medicine, and I took the... I don't know, my allergies are real rough this year. I have no idea why. I hope it calms down eventually. Let's see. Oh, not good. It stopped it cold. All right, let me finish you off for good then. Nasians... Oh, wait, this is not even Captain Lee's voice. That wasn't even Gother's voice. I am struggling right now. This isn't even Diodora's voice. Hold on. Rubbing the hands together. Massaging the brain. I can't say massaging the throat. That's a little bit crazy. But, let's see. What voice did I give... I literally... This is what happens when I don't review for an extra one. What voice did I give Gother? It's the most simple... I don't know why I'm... Hold on. We were restarting from the top of this page. Let me see. Oh, wow. I was afraid my heart had stopped for a moment there, but it looks like yours stopped instead, didn't it? Oh my, not good. I'll give him the Whis voice. The Carthus Dojo Whis voice. I don't know why, because I can't, for some reason, I cannot remember the old Gother voice I used to do. Oh my, not good. It stopped it cold. All right, let me finish you off for good then. What voice did I give Captain? Gosh, why? My brain is blanking. No, brain, please, come back, work with me. Nasians can no longer battle. As a result, the winner of this second round match in Block A is Diodora. Okay, yeah. Okay, so good. Gother called it early. So, I mean, like, Diodora can still just, like, who gonna stop him? Like, unless Percy leaves it. Like, who gonna stop him? Nasians this prone. It's right there, you know? His hand could've just slipped. His hand could've, like, Nasians did it to himself. And that's the thing. If something happens to Nasians here, I mean, it's entirely possible. Let's see. Oh my, I can't see his magic like that, can I? Oh well, let's just say my hands... Yeah, yo! I love Diodora. Yo, how is this possible? How, you want to talk about Nakaba like... I glaze Nakaba's character writing the most. As much as I glaze his art, as much as I glaze his combat writing, as much as I glaze just, you know, his combat art in general, his favorite, or no, my favorite thing of his really is his character writing, and it is impressive how little he can give an antagonist and make me love them. Diodora's already in my top 5. It is crazy how this character, who just became an antagonist this year, like, what, 10 chapters ago, if that, not really, it just feels like 10 chapters, I haven't reviewed it a little bit, he's already in my top 5, above the Demon King, above the Supreme Deity, but, like, he's up there in the likes of Galland, and Esterosa / Royale, obviously. Like, all these different Zelda, I feel like I like Zelda's as an antagonist, but, like, I enjoy him the most when he's not an antagonist. I feel like Zelda's is weird to put up there. But ultimately, in terms of the antagonists we've had, Deodor is already one of my favorites. He's up there with Chaos King Arthur, because they both have a very similar mentality in terms of the, oh wow, my apologies. I'm just doing what I need to do for the sake of my people, you know. And I'll drop the sword. But let's see. No! Percival? I'm assuming, because, like, it's not either of these two. Even though you have telekinesis, I can't blame Anne. Done. You have telekinesis. You could yank the body. Okay, maybe not from that far away. But see, wham! Dog. Do you know how hard you have to be punched to have your whole face folding like this? Look at his eye rising up. Golly, but boom! Big part, big C, big part, big C. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, there's no way. And, like, I mean, it's not impossible that Nakaba could have just off Nasians here, but it would make. Like, the shock value would be legendary. It would make no sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still kind of in the... But the thing is, though, the only thing that now kind of has Nasians, and this may be Nakaba tricking me, the only thing that has Nasians' death flag that I used to think hung heavily over their head for the longest time was very specifically the idea that Nasians now is the legacy to King and Diane. The only relevant legacy, let's say. Because obviously we have Tiore, obviously we have Sixtus, obviously we have the rest of their siblings. That filthy thing. I forget whatever that stupid, ugly child, that last one that they have. Or the second last one, whatever, because Tiore is the youngest. But that's the thing. We have them, but they aren't going to be relevant. They never will be relevant. Bada bing, bada boom. That's fine. So Nasian is now being the only living legacy to King and Diane. Two of the titular characters from the previous series. Nasian's maybe fine. But, like, that's the thing. I'm not sure how this story ends. I mean, like, it could just be tragic, unrequited love. Like, a lot of Seven Deadly Sins is, unironically, a lot of tragic, unrequited love. Like, half the plot happens because certain people loved Meliodas and certain people loved Elizabeth and then just couldn't love them. Because, you know, they loved each other. Like that unironically is a fat chunk of the plot of Seven Deadly Sins. So I wouldn't be shocked if Nakaba went down a similar route. Because Nakaba's Nakaba. Like that could happen. But at the same time, I guess Nasians is just gonna, like, end up alone. Because I don't really think Percy loves Nasians. At least not like that. Like, obviously Percy loves Nasians, but not like that. I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we could go down like a multi route or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't play enough visual novels. But I don't know. Like, I'm genuinely, and especially, I think one of the biggest reasons I'm, like, up in the air on Nasians as a whole is, like, how much narrative importance can we give them? Will they just be, like, the fifth of the four knights, technically? Like, they're the only ones outside of the main four, aka Gawain, Percy, Tristan, and Lance, to have, like, the leading biology and sheer breadth of magical ability to make me believe they could be the false five. Like, technically, Elizabeth has kind of always been considered as the eighth deadly sin. Ever since she got her powers unlocked, and especially when she became the full reincarnation of Goddess Elizabeth, typically, if you're taking, like, the full 7 deadly sins, but you want to add one more, you add Elizabeth. She's like the sleeper eighth member. So I guess you could say that's the same case for Nasians. That's the same role that Nasians will end up playing. But at the same time, if you remember, Elizabeth didn't actually play too much of a role in terms of the major combat aspect of the back end of the series. She had her moments, like killing the entire army, and her first spat against the Demon King Zoltr's body. But other than that, she kind of sits around and gets protected. And I worry for the same fate of Nasians. Especially considering I like Nasians' abilities a lot more than in comparison to Elizabeth's, because I think there's so much potential for diversity and stuff like that. So I don't know. We're in, like, a weird spot with Nasians. Could I see Nakaba still just deciding to boom them randomly? Yeah. Like something about it in my heart of hearts is like they could get boomed. But the only relevant legacy of King and Diane has me hesitating. That's the main thing where I'm like, maybe you don't. Like, you don't give them a direct link to one of the only remaining living godly beings in this universe that's not named Chaos, and then off them. Right? Like, we gotta get some drip feed lore through the sacred tree that's now connected to Nasians. Like, that has to happen, right? Right? Like, am I tweaking? Am I just being greedy? Am I being greedy? Because, like, I didn't be greedy. But it feels like such a random detail to add, that Nasians is a direct link to their grandpappy. and we wouldn't get any lore. When we're fighting Gnostians' grandpappies, create, like, there's gotta be something. But overall, W Percy, W Lungin, W Punch. But let's see, how will this reflect on Percy? I'm assuming it will just reflect normally. This will really come into question on whether or not the Deodora's abilities are life spirit based, or if it truly is just close enough. Because, you know, the life spirit's left, but he absorbed the magic. But at the same time, he can reflect it. I don't know. Very, very interesting. Though someone had pointed out, I did have a direct misinterpretation of Deodora's ability and, like, how it functioned. I forget how the full thing worked, but I was wrong. I think I was talking just like, oh, it's just purely damage reflection and or instance reflection, but someone explained it's actually even better than that. Like it is levels above what I thought it was. And technically, I think they explained it, like, hypothetically how it could work against even vaporization, right? Because notably, the big thing that we haven't really seen with Deodora is what happens if you take out, like, a massive chunk of him. We've only seen him strangled, stabbed, slashed, and, like, sure, the damage reflects, but, like, if you vaporize Deodora, I'm still not sure what would happen. But I think someone explained in the comment, like, hypothetically, even vaporization. Oh no, I can't scratch my eye. It'll go red. It'll go crimson red. I can't activate my Shrine Gun right now. But someone had explained it to me. I should have reviewed the comments before I started reviewing this one. But let's see. Boom! Ugh! Dar! And bounced them too. Ugh! Oh, but let's see. Does this damage? Well, did they take damage? I guess that's the question. That's the thing I also wondered. Like, if you push Deodora off a cliff, do you die? Like, how does that work? Like, how does that damage reflection take place? Because technically, yeah, because this is a punch, and it looks like only the punch reflects right onto Percival, makes him bleed and everything. So Percy can be damaged by his own attacks, makes sense. But I do wonder, how does that work? Like, if he dies to gravity, if he, like, dies to a black, like, it has to be another living sentient creature. I assume. I'd have to assume. Ah, ow, ooh, just a straight smack right across the face. Weren't you watching the match at all? Throwing a punch at me is only going to hurt you. That doesn't matter. Like, that's something that sucks for Deodora. Like, unfortunately, the one knight that he has a direct dynamic with is also basically immortal and can heal themselves. And another one of the knights also might as well be immortal and can heal themselves. The only two that can't are Gawain and Lance. But, like, both of those characters, it really depends on how vaporization works. Both those characters could just vaporize Deodora. One with Shining Road, the other with Exterminate Ray. So, like, I don't know, like, Deodora, you have real rough matchups with all four of them. Like that is real bad, buddy. And, like, the second you at least two of them now know this ability. We know Tantris does. Well, no, three of them. Gawain knows the ability. Oh no, I'm scratching. No, I gotta fight it. Gawain knows the ability. Tantris, aka Tristan, will know the ability, and Percy knows the ability. So now the only one you could possibly catch lacking is Lance, and he'll figure that out real quick. So I don't know, Deodora, you may be cooked. Actually, I'm interested to see how Deodora's damage reflection reacts or interacts with Lancelot's Hazy Moon's attack absorption reflection. That'd be interesting. Let's see. Shut up. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Huh! Shut up. Yeah, Percy. Get vitriol and get evil. Well, not evil, but get devious with. Ooh, and I like that. I like how that made Deodora show. This is the first time he's shown, like, actual genuine fear since he got his awakening. It really hasn't had for very long, but still, I like that Percy's vitriol here in this moment. And it's probably not just the vitriol, but very specifically Percy's ability to heal himself that caught Deodora off guard. Because that's the main thing with Deodora, right? We don't know the upper limits of his ability, and we don't know how effective it would really be against people like Percy and Tristan in particular, just because of their basic pseudo-immortality. Obviously, Percy has better pseudo-immortality. He can literally just res. It's like, really fine. But even for Tristan, I unironically believe Tristan is probably one of the hardest characters in this universe to kill. He has two types of extremely good healing. Obviously, I still say next to Bond's immortality, Goddess healing is the best in the verse. Because, like, it can restore entire missing limbs on other people when not being used on itself. Meanwhile, we've seen goddesses heal from, like, insane things. And demons have also healed from insane things. Just ingesting demon blood was able to fully heal Hendrickson. And, like, Tristan has high amounts of demon blood. He is half demon. And then really high amounts of goddess potential. So, like, if he ever figures out how to fuse those together, he might as well just be chaos. Like, he may literally just end up being like Cathedral regeneration. And obviously, once again, Percy's immortal. So that's just interesting stuff. And I can't wait to see Diodora interact with more of the knights. Obviously, we're presumably, unless the tournament gets interrupted, which I hope doesn't happen. Eyes, I'm not going to scratch. No, Eyes. I refuse to scratch you. But unless the tournament gets interrupted, I'm assuming we're going to see how these two interact. And I'm very interested to see how Diodora is going to end up being dealt with, specifically under the context of this tournament. I don't think we're going to see Diodora put up too good of a fight against Percy. I think Percy right now... Sorry, my bad. I think Percy right now, as he stands, is Diodora's worst possible matchup here. Cantrus could possibly go one way, because he still doesn't fully understand himself, because he's not trusting right now. But for Percy, I think while Gnostians didn't just push, and that was another thing. Someone explain to me why Gnostians didn't just resort to pushing Diodora off the ring. It was something. It wasn't just like pride. It was also like there was reasoning behind why they didn't do that and why they didn't think of it. And that plays into like the hypothetical application of Diodora's magic. I should have reread that comment. Gosh darn it. But I should have written it down and studied it so I could remember it. But Percy in particular, he truly has nothing to fear from Diodorus. Because the big thing is, even if Diodorus somehow, keyword, somehow manages to kill Percy, he'll just rest. Then nothing would happen. If anything, what actually may end up happening is that Percy would transfer into Diodora. At worst. That's like the worst case scenario. But then Percy's magic, which is just life spirits, transfers into Diodora, and then Percy gets a new body. And then Diodora just gets pushed back. Once again, I don't think that happened. I think it's literally impossible right now for Diodora to actually put up a fight against Percival. I think Percival is a really bad matchup and just has better stats. This is the thing. Diodora's magic stat has gone up, and his Dura stat has gotten an indirect, insane buff, but it's not enough to defeat Percy. Percy, well, I don't think he's as powerful. I've seen some people say he is. I've seen some people think he clears lands. I don't think we've seen anything to prove that just yet. Not just yet. I can definitely say from what we've seen of Percy so far and what we know of his abilities, he's the worst matchup for Diodora, and their fight here will probably be a wash. I think ultimately the battle between Percy and Diodora will just be establishing for Diodora how far he has to go before he can truly complete his ambitions of consuming everything, including the green-haired boy that Gnostians loves, and specifically just defeating Percy in general. I think that's going to be Diodora's narrative. He's unironically, despite Percy being the main character, he's going to be the underdog of this story, where I guess he kind of still is playing the underdog role in a sense, where he's the one who's constantly hunting and gaining down power in an attempt to simply catch up to Percy. Because, all that. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Huh? Okay, so Diodora just relents. Percy fully heals. Nonsense! Hang in there! Open your eyes! Like you can't heal them. Like Percy, you can try and jumpstart their heart. Like you have these abilities, bro. Let's see. Oh, it just walks off. Alright. Interesting. See ya. Snark. Is that actually their names? Sia is a cool name. Snark? Snark the Shake? Snark the Shake? The Shake? Snark the Snake. I guess it kind of works. Sia the Chimera? I guess? I don't know. Let's see. Get back up, you useless fools. If you do nothing for me next time, you're dead. Whoa! Why? No, but what did they do to you? I get it, turret, they tried to off you, but what did they do? They're pet, obviously, they're purgatory beasts, so, they're not your normal kind of pet, but they're still pets, gang. What did you want them to do? Actually, notably, then again, Diodora has so little context for the world, he did not probably realize what he was fighting. Gnostians is broken. Are they as broken as, no, my eyes already turning red now, but is Gnostians as broken as any of the knights? In my opinion, not yet. Ultimately, they lack the raw power stat, and notably, all the knights have some level of diversity, AoE, raw stats, or something that they still viciously clear Gnostians. But Gnostians is undeniably the 5th strongest character in the main crew right now. There's still a pretty wide gap between 5 and 4, but still, pretty darn powerful. So, I can't blame them for failing to fight the grandchild of one of the deities, the great-grandchild of chaos, child of two of the sevendeadlysins. I can't blame. Leave Sia and Snark alone. They were cooking the best they could, considering the circumstances were literally as stacked against them as humanly possible. In fact, it wasn't even humanly possible because Nascent doesn't even have a drop of human in him. Let's see. You do nothing for me the next time. You're dead. Oh no! Tantris! Tantris with the clutch of dude. Man, I love... You know, I'm not as much. I'll admit, I'm still kind of harsh on Tristan, but that's his daddy's fault. That's his daddy's fault. He takes so much... It hurts to say this. He takes a little bit too much after his... Hold on a second. He takes a little bit too much after his mama. And what I mean by that is he takes a little few... He despite being extremely powerful, right? Like, I've seen arguments back and forth. Actually, because a lot of people are reviewing part 1 now. But... I've seen a lot of arguments back and forth on like how powerful Tristan is, how viable he is, and stuff like that. But he takes after his mama in the sense that he's undeniably dumb, stupid, powerful. Like Prime Elizabeth and even Incarnate Elizabeth, they're dumb, stupid, powerful characters. It's just that Nakama doesn't let him cook as frequently as other characters. And here's the thing, right? The reason I say he takes after his mama and not takes after his daddy in particular is that Tristan doesn't just have the statements, the feats, the fights. Like Elizabeth doesn't just have the statements, the feats, the fights. It's the fact that he's so balanced in terms of the opponents he fights, and he very rarely, if ever, like I think his only vicious diff in dominations were when he wasn't himself, right? Like notably, Meliodas in Demon Mark is still ultimately Meliodas, and Meliodas in Base is only Meliodas, and Meliodas in Summon ultimately Meliodas, right? And he has a bunch of cool moments in all of his forms. Meanwhile, Demon Mark Tristan 9 out of 10 times might as well be a completely different character. Like he doesn't like to use it. It's not a powerfully under his control, stuff like that. So like, it's to the point where we don't even really consider the Demon Mark Tristan wins as wins. And then what do we have? A lot of L's. A lot of L's or high diffs. And that's really, really unfortunate for Tristan. So I'm happy and I'm growing softer on him. But yeah, he does need to level up his game a little bit. Let's see. He's running out. Oh, even Gawain is falling down. Let's see. Let me help you too. Oh, thank you. I have to go. Hey! Okay, Donnie. But like they're also your... Like, you could help. Like, get down there. Oh, maybe he's falling. Oop. Healing. Oh, wow. And they're double healing. Okay, Now, this probably is the best healing in the entire verse. A combo of Goddess Healing Magic... well, admittedly, base Tristan. But Goddess Healing Magic and Life Spirit Manipulation... Yeah, that's some cream of the crop, top of the line, darn near divine tier healing. Like, that... You might as well just be KI. Let's see. How strange. Come back for me, Nasi. See, I can't even slap an AO on it. I can't I can't even really slap an AO on it. It's just like Naka, but and like, admittedly, I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not really the biggest shipping guy out there. Like, if you like to ship, more power to you. I'm not saying like I'm indifferent or mad or I dislike the concept, but it's not something that I particularly partake in. But like, I'm not blind. I'm illiterate sometimes, but I'm not blind. Like, come back for me, Nasi. Like, but like, it's not gonna be like. Am I gaslighting myself? Am I gaslighting, gatekeeping, and girl bossing myself when I keep saying, "Oh, it's not gonna be canon"? Whatever. It won't be canon. But like the romantic subtext isn't even subtext anymore. Like, it's just in the text. For me, not come back to us. Come back to reality. Wake up to reality. Like, not on some Mamoru Uchiha type. No. Come back. For me. Like, Percy. I'm not trying to blame you for building the roster, dog, but calm down. But let's see. Oh, I still closed, though. Although the mini Percy's like, working with goddess magic. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. Why aren't you opening your eyes? Your life spirit is still inside you. It's interesting that he says life spirit's singular. Like, just one? Only one? Does everyone normally have one? Is that why Percy's so tough? Because he's like, he himself is one life spirit, but then he has command over a whole bunch more? And like, what is a life spirit? Or do these individuals all count as one life? Because where I remember, the behemoth life spirit was huge. But at the same time, it was like a chorus of voices. But obviously the behemoth was infinitely more massive. Like, Ignil ended up calcing it. I forget how big he ended up finding out. Just like, he scaled it from the Albion. I think Ignil ended up finding, like, that thing was like darn near continent size or like country size. Like, that thing was humongous based on the scale of it. So it having a super large life spirit is one thing, but like, could each one of these individual life spirits on this page, could they end up powering an entire body? And like, once again, Nazis isn't fodder, so the fact that their life spirit is that power, but then again, we know life spirits and magic force aren't actually directly correlated. Because obviously Diodorus just stole the magic force, but the life spirits left this realm and then went to life spirit, or to the spirit realm. It's like, I have no idea. Interesting that's only one. No, I come down, please. Let me see. Your life spirit's still inside you. Calm down a little. It's very slow, but I sense a slight pulse. Yo, Gawain, what can't you do? Like, and don't get me wrong, I get it. She's the successor to Merlin and Escanor, but very specifically Merlin most of the time. But like, what? I'm getting such strong Merlin vibes. Like, what do you not know, and what can you not do? How is this happening, gang? What is going on? Let's see. Huh? He's like, okay, so still referring to Nazis as he. Again, do they know? Do they know? Do they know? Let's see. He's likely in a state of near death, but not actual death. You see, how does that thing go? See, you see here, your friend's not really dead. He's only mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Now, I forget how the scene goes. I haven't listened to it in a while. Let's see. He's likely in a state of near death. Wait, what did I do? Oh wait, I know what I did. Yeah. Did it? Oh, okay. Thank you, Donnie, for coming down. Oh, even Gareth is here. Let's see. Did a poison cause that? And then it was reflected back? Hey, but I thought Nazis was invulnerable to any self-conjured poison. Yeah, I thought so too. Let's see. Huh? Wait, that's not what it is. That was an untested poison. One that Nasian's body never experienced before. Why? I mean, I guess we did see him reaching to the bottom, but like, why would you do that? I was like, why? Like, I don't know. I still can't, despite the explanations given, I still can't fully rationalize Nasians really want to fight at all. They should have just taken the Pelio route, 100%. To be like, oh, I'm about to fight who after this? And then you maybe like, Pencil, that's bad. But like, the only one of them can end up getting in close range of Beltree. That's just how this works. One of them has to win. And honestly, out of our current crew, as much as I love Gawain, especially considering Gawain's probably going to get highly taxed from fighting Balin, I think Percy kind of is our best bet. So if anything, I would want to streamline Percy in there as quick and cleanly as possible. I don't know. But let's see. That was an untested poison. One that Nalcine's body never experienced before. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's up with the voices today. I will figure it out another time. I think it's because my eyes are literally burnt. Like, I want to scratch them so bad, bro. But I can already see my Sharingan awakening in my left eye. And it is going to haunt me. Let's see. Oh. Well, it is called Father's Words, Mother's Memories. Let's see. Okay, back in the Fairy King's forest. About to eat the berry. Don't do it! Sorry, that may have been a little bit too loud. Let's see. Oh, Fairy King. Oh, I was in time. You know what, though? I get that 100%. You may be like, Pencil, why do you get that? You don't have kids. I don't, but I have babysat kids before. And the amount of times they will, like, half the time, I don't even know where they get it from. It's like they reach into reality. Like, it's like when your mom says, hey, find something, and you can't find it, and then she just reaches into thin air and pulls it out of thin air, and you're like, that wasn't there. The same thing with kids. They will reach into places unknown when you turn your back for literally half a second, and then proceed to attempt to eat the most devious and diabolical thing you've ever seen. Tell me why I blink. For reference, I'm sitting here. My baby niece, who I've been left to watch, is sitting 2 feet next to me. Tell me why I'm sitting right next to my little baby niece, and she just mystically, magically, after I turn my back away for 2 seconds to answer a text because my phone buzzed, and she just immediately, somehow, reaches into unreality, I guess, on some Cage 4 type beat, and yanks out a golf ball. Where did she find that? Admittedly, I was in their house watching their baby, but I didn't know they played golf. I didn't know where the golf ball came from. But she went to her house, and I had to be like, no, you can't do that. And she was like, Uncle Pencil, no, I want to eat. And I was like, not a golf ball. So King, my king, I understand the distress. I completely understand the distress and fear. You can't leave a kid alone for nothing, because they will try to eat something devious. Let's see. Whew, I was in time. These jet black berries are called blood skulls. What? Let's see. Just ingesting the juice is like putting one foot in the grave. Eat a whole berry and you're instantly comatose. It's a magic plant. Why do you have that? Well, then it's like mad. Man, the Fairy King's Forest is the most weird and diverse location in like all of the realms. I know the demon world is literally all straight poison, but like even still, I feel like that's more reasonable than the nonsense that's in the fairy realm. Let's see. Oh, comatose, but not dead, right? Yes, but Gnostians, why would you want to randomly go comatose? Like, I don't know. But then again, I get it. Gnostians wants to expand their repertoire. And ultimately, the only way to expand their repertoire is to consume more poisons. But I wouldn't want to risk it. Like, especially randomly and wildly. I wouldn't I would want, obviously, Gnostians didn't know that this was their dad. But at the same time, I'd want at least someone there, just in case something goes wrong when I try a new toxin. You know, just to be safe. But it looks like Gnostians was just gonna, all by themselves. Let's see. Oh, and King puffs up. Are you listening to me, Gnostians? When I say comatose, I don't just mean for a minute. There's no antidote for it. Your growth and metabolism stop. You'll just sleep forever and ever, okay? Huh. Your metabolism stops. How are you alive? I guess you just keep breathing. And then you starve eventually. I mean, like, maybe you can be, like, force-fed? I don't know. That's rough. Let's see. All right. Oh. Okay, so the father's words, mother's memories. Let's see. But there is a way to snap you out of it. Tee-hee. Sorry, I cannot do Diane voice. Right now, I don't know. My whole vocal range, which is typically not wide, but like usually not this shallow, it's gone. I have no idea what's happening. Let's see. Please open your eyes. You can't just go out with a whimper like this. Okay, admittedly, it wasn't really a whimper. They did stab somebody in the heart, and then got reflected back. Like that's not really a whimper. Let's see. Uh-oh, Gareth. Gareth, what's up? You don't even seem to be looking at the body, Gareth. They're down here. Let's see. And that's why you're down in the dumps? I'm not that annoyed about it, but I did want to add it to my poison crafting repertoire. Those are pretty tasty, too. Diane, what? I'm sorry, the blood skulls are tasty? Why do you know that? When did you eat that? Why did King let you eat? What? Let's see. You've had those berries before, Queen? Well, I like to eat, you know? Okay, now admittedly, I'm the kind of person who would love to try that, like, pufferfish. Like, I know, like, if a pufferfish isn't prepared correctly, like, the poison will, like, literally just off you. Like, I know that is the case. So one day I would like to try that. So I'm not the best critic or judge of anybody, but why on earth would you risk something like that? Like, Diane, you're supposed to be preparing in case you have to fight chaos. And you're out here eating blood skulls. What? Listen. But they're magic. They put you to sleep forever. Well, clearly not forever because Diane's awake. Yes, I slept real well afterwards. I presume. Interesting, though, that even on... I wonder how many she ate, though. But even one has that potent of an effect on a giant. Like, remember, Diane is like 36 feet tall. Multiple hundreds of pounds. She may literally be a ton. But she was still knocked out anyway. That's a very potent magic berry. Let's see. Once again, that's another example of Gnostians being able to copy a magic, presumably. Like, now that they've ingested it, I assume they now have access to it. But it being a magic berry means that Gnostians can really copy anything magical as long as it has medicinal or toxic effects. Very crazy. Let's see. Oh, but I thought there was no antidote to it. Right? It's a magic berry after all. Don't you see... Oh, wait, this is Gareth. What voice did I give Gareth? I am struggling. Hold on. I'm still not going to scratch you. I know you want to be scratched, but you're already activating the sharding. Oh, I can feel you activating the sharding. No! I fight it. I resist. Oh, I'm like scratching it with my eyes closed. Let me stop. Let's see. Don't you see them all calling for you? Don't just stand there with your back turned. Why don't you say something, Oh, I'm guessing that's Gnostians' soul? I guess actually, that is kind of make a little bit... I guess Gareth would be able to see souls. I thought maybe they could only interact with Gareth, but, that makes sense. I guess suppose they could see literally anything. I'm shocked Percy can't see it, though. But then again, it seems like... That's very interesting. The more and more we learn about, like, the biology and anatomy of this universe, the more and more questions I have. Because we know previously from Deodora's interactions with Rothus and Turret, your magic force and your life spirit both exist inside your body, but they are not intrinsically tied. You can lose your life spirit, but your magic force can still reside in there, and then be transferred to somebody else. And now, it looks like Percy, a life spirit individual, who obviously has a high mastery and understanding of life spirits and can view, see, and control them, is unable to notice Gnostians' soul standing there. which implies, and notably, Nasians' life spirit is still inside their body. But their soul is out of their body, or at least standing nearby. So if I had to hazard a guess, the life spirit essentially just acts as the battery, right? The battery to power the body. The magic force may be stored within the body and come as a result of the biology of the individual. And the soul may be like the consciousness of the person, I'm guessing? Because if it's not literally the thing that powers the body like the life spirit is, I'm not sure what else it would be. I guess it would just have to be the consciousness. So what does the brain do in this universe? Huh. I don't know. Let's see. What? You mean Nasians' soul is here? But where? Over there. Okay, but they can't see that. I'm bold that you do. Where? Did they not? It looks like they're pointing. Let's see. Nasians, if you can hear me, tell me, why did you do such a hazardous thing? Why did you? Let's see. I didn't know if I could beat him with any of my poison. You didn't have to beat him. You would have had to fight. Like Nasians, you are not the short-sighted. Not like Nasians. You know 1 + 1 = 2. You would have had to fight Percy. Were you gonna fight them legitimately? Like what was the point? Let's see. I didn't know if I could beat him with any of my poisons, so I took the risk and tapped. Into it. The guy said. I do like how Gareth actually. That's interesting. That's a good utility for Gareth. Us call him a little soft nerf for Percy, but then again, like, how often are they interacting with souls? It's not really a nerf at all. But very interesting extrapolation on Percy's powers, and a very good expanding on Gareth's abilities. I'm interested to see how they end up interacting with more souls if we end up running into them. Let's see. Oh, and especially considering a lot of our cast does have, like, dead relatives. Dead relatives who have, like, direct ties to Camelot. I would actually be shocked if Gareth ends up as translator, not just for Nasian's soul in this instance, but, like, for Geese, Anne's mother, maybe even Donnie's mother, if we ever end up finding out wherever she is. Like, there are a bunch of characters with, like, dead relatives. Like, this could happen. I wouldn't be shocked. Let's see. Yeah, but if you die in the process, it ain't gonna help at all. Yeah. No duh. Like, well, no. I'm not even saying no duh to Donnie. No duh to not, like, why would you do that? Let's see. I didn't want him to hurt Percival. Nasians, you certified, registered, licensed idiot. I'm not, unless, once again, just like with Diodora, I'm wholeheartedly convinced, unless you are literally able to atomize the body, you literally can't even hurt Percival. Well, you can hurt him, but you can't kill Percy. You are much more fragile. You are much more capable of losing your life. Especially to Diodora. Like, sure, you may be like, oh, well, Percy's body may dissolve in the Purgatory Manza. Doubtful. I don't buy it. You mean to tell me that Purgatory Beasts have tougher and higher resistance than Percival? The life spirit? Yeah, I doubt it. Even his vessel, I feel like he'd be fine. So, like, no, see, that was just, like, the dumb decision. I get it. But you know what, though? I respect it. I think that's what the comment from chapter 187 was like. It's a matter of principle, right? Like, even if Nasian is able to fully recognize that Percy is fundamentally immortal and, like, will never have to worry about the same things they have to worry about, you just still don't want to see your friends hurt. But the thing is, like, I guess Nasian was just planning to surrender, I guess? Like, alright, I beat Diodora. Time to immediately give up when I have to fight Percy. Like, what? Like, what's the plan? What's the plan? Let's see. To hurt Percival. What did Nasian say? You sure are loved, huh? Aw, yeah. They do love some Big P. Okay, well, I could have gone further with it. Let me pause, rewind. We won't delete the tape. We're just gonna rewrite a little bit on that. You know, let's just say they love some Big P. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I have the humor. I'm in full grown man. I got the humor of like a 5-year-old dog. Let's see. Anywho, if you know the antidote for this, now's a good time to speak up. Yeah. Like why? I'm guessing there isn't it, because I woke up. So let's see. Oh, blushing? Why? Does someone have to suck the poison out? How would that work, though? Because it was like how, and now I do wonder, how did that work? So, like, was the poison forcefully injected into Nasian's heart? Or is it just, like, numb inside of Diodora's body, and the effect was just transferred back? Because, well, we know the damage gets transferred back, so I'm guessing maybe the poison was literally just transferred directly into Nasian's heart. If I had to hazard a guess. It's like, I'm not sure how you would suck the poison out. Let's see. What's up, Gareth? Well, let me whisper it. Oh. Interesting. Let's see. To Percy. I think it may be canon. Nasian's girl? Probably. Let's see. I wanted to surpass Ordo in this field someday. I wanted to become a holy knight and protect the future of Britannia. And I wanted to keep adventuring with Percival for as long as I can. You know what? We do crazy things for love. But hop off his meat, bro. That's sorry. I should be thinking this but Nazians. Get his meat out your mouth. I know you love Big P, but get it out your mouth. Let's see. There's just no way I can tell them how to undo this poison. What? Like, I'm trying to think of a reason why Nazians would be like, Diane could take it. Oh, well, I have the chapter. Let's see. Oh, my eyes! Eyes, please! I don't... See, the thing is, I will scratch them, and they'll feel good for 2 seconds, then I will stop scratching them, and then they'll feel awful, and they'll turn into blazing red sharp. Like, why are... I scratch you for like 2 seconds, look at my eye! But... Okay. What is it, like True Love's Kiss or whatever? Now I'm seeing the Bailey woke up. This doesn't even look... Okay. So, let me give some context. The friend who asked me to live react to this chapter was laughing the entire time that they did it. And I was like, for what reason are you laughing? And they're like, I find it funny. I'm not sure if you'll find it funny, though. You may find it creepy. And I was like, what? Now I get it. It's specifically the way this image is drawn. It's the... Like, directly in the... Like, that's a little... I mean, like... They're both full-grown, but like, if this is meant to be like True Love's Kiss or whatever, Percy, you don't look much in love. But then again, that's a big thing I keep going back to, right? Like, Nazians, I know you really like Percival. Percival could not care less. Well, he cares. He clearly cares. But like, love just is not on the docket for you, Nazians, but hey, I mean, it looks like it worked. Nazians is up. Seemingly fine. Let's see. Hey, Anne, at least for right now, let me get out this chair for you. You can have it. Okay, let me stop. The thing is, I can make these jokes now. They're adults. It's fine. It's all fine. It's legal. I tell you, I promise. Let's see. Oh, I love it every reactions. Trina's like, oh, Tantra's like, oh, that's adorable. Donnie's like, dude, could do that and that. And even better? Like, what was that? And it's like, I think that just awoke something in me. And meanwhile, you know, I like that Gareth is still embarrassed about it. Like, they were raised just in Onflin. They were born and raised in Onflin. But even they still have like a, okay, didn't need to see that. And Gawain is like, Gawain is every single Nursel shipper out there. But once again, y'all can take y'all crumbs. It really, like, does this look like a man who is remotely in love? Like, in love. Like, not in love as in you love the homies, but, like, in love as in you love the homies. Like, there's a difference. If you didn't hear the difference, you heard the difference. I don't see the difference, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Oh, darn, we getting all close on this lip-back and knock'em. I don't even think we ever got this detail with Meliodas and Elizabeth. You know, the core of the previous series. I don't think we ever got this close in detail with them. Okay, let's see. Holy heck, Gareth wasn't lying. You exhaled into Nazian's mouth and bam! Okay, Donnie, don't make me reach. Yo, I'm about to transcend dimensions to leap down into this lower reality just to beat the taste out of Donnie's mouth, bro. Exhaled into Nazian's mouth. You know what? Honestly, I take it back. If I looked at this, I would assume it was some good old fashioned mouth to mouth, because like it is described as like, this does not look like. And see, I'm not sure how much I can say without getting like in deep trouble. So I won't go too deep, but like, this is not how you kiss somebody. Don't do it. I know, comatose, Sleeping Beauty type beat, but like, don't be unless they want that, but don't be I was like. Such a lovely sight. Oh, Tandra's always the romantic. I get it. Let's see. So it's like saving a drowning victim? Talk about an anticlimax. Anne. You know, I feel like Anne is in denial. Don't. And you know that you aren't as dense as Don. I can believe Donnie's just dense. Ain't no way. But I guess maybe that's how Gareth explained it. Like, just to, like, you know, save Nasians' feelings. Let's see. Huh? I didn't excel at all. No, but whatever, I guess. See, Percy, that makes it even sadder. You could have gone with that excuse. You could have explained the sheer lack of passion and care in your eyes if you just said, "Oh yeah, I exhaled into the mouth." I'm sorry, I'm glitching horribly, but that ain't what that was. And even like look again, like I know what that was. Why? I didn't say anything at all. Sorry, that was not Nasian's voice. Let's see. Hey, I always had a sharp intuition like that. I mean, I can see ghosts after all. Gareth is like, I know what you are, Nasians. Gareth is like, I know exactly what you are. And so does everybody else. They're like, even the people who, because I saw, once again, I mentioned this last time, ships did get banned in the Fortnite subreddit, specifically Percival ships, and only Percival ships, they got banned. But even the people who don't like Nursival, they acknowledge that Nursival is like a thing. Like, or at least it's a one-sided thing. And that's how I see it. I see it as mostly one-sided. Unlike Pan, which definitely seems more mutual. Percy seems pretty down bad, and Anne seems pretty down bad at this point. Like, Nursival, it's just straight copium. Let's see. A kiss from the one you love? That's the only antidote for it? Come on, it's not like a magic spell. I mean, it is a magic berry. Not a magic spell, a magic berry. Oh. Okay. So that's okay. And I get why King didn't want Nasians to do that then, because like then how would they have woken Nasians up? Nasians would have just really been cooked if they had eaten it then. But honestly, yeah. So Nasians in the end kind of did make the right move, even if they were uncomfortable with it. But the thing is, considering they didn't say it, were they just gonna stand there forever on the verge of death, or be like, what, like Nasians? What was the plan? What genuinely was the plan? I'm assuming maybe even if subconsciously they wanted the kiss from Percy. I'm guessing, right? Like, they wanted that. So they went for it, even though it would have made no sense to otherwise. Like, if I had to hazard it, like, there's no way. That's just, Nasians was just going to decide to sacrifice himself for the rest of the journey because they were too afraid to say the truth. Shouts to Gareth and the sharp intuition. But, when you're in love with someone, it can be just as strange and just as wonderful a force as magic itself. Oh, that's sweet. I mean, and like, I'm gonna sound mad. I ain't never been in love. I've liked people, but I haven't been in love. But yeah, it is true. Especially when you're first experiencing the emotions and connections. Like, yeah, it can be as strange and wonderful and as magical. Once again, look at Nasians. Absolutely flabbergasted, lost, and deeply blushing. Percy, hey, thanks, man. That was real fun. You're next. Gareth is just smiling. Donnie's smiling, and Anne is like, that woke something in me, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. But luckily enough, we don't have to wait. We're going to hop right into chapter 189. Chapter 189, Gawain versus... Oh, we about to be balling. Yeah, but okay. Forget all the... last chapter, deep, serious character analysis and breaking down the interactions and how much I feel about these characters. This chapter is going to be a straight aura off. I can feel it in my... It's going to be nothing but straight aura. So let's see. Chapter 189, Gawain versus Balin. Gawain, what are you reading here? Is this another one of your spells to perform, like, infinite abilities? Is this the Merlin book? Let's see. Ugh. Oh, man. I'll admit, though. I'm assuming this is Sia. Sia got aura. Sia got mad aura, dog. Look at this lion, bro. Or this chimera. He looks legendary. Let's see. Just give us 1 minute, folks. It looks like Nasians' friends are trying to revive him. His friends. Oh, ridiculous. They might betray him, but they sure won't help him. See, this is the thing. That's kind of like Diodora. It is so stupid. Like, I mean, I get it. Life rough. Life sucks, but to assume that everybody is like that. I get it. You see the worst in people one time, especially if they lied to you your entire life. You see the worst in everybody, but you gotta assume it. You got slobber knocked, even though, as you said yourself last chapter, he knew your ability. He knew exactly what would happen if he did harm you, yet he did it anyway. If he truly didn't care, if he truly wasn't gonna help him, he would just let you off him. Clearly he didn't. So Diodora, your philosophy is wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love that you're aura farming. I love your new personality. I love the mentality. Like, I love that. But don't aura farm incorrectly. Don't lie to yourself. Don't delude yourself. Speak the truth to yourself. Understand that you are alone. You suffer. And ultimately, unironically, I think if Diodora was just like, hey, Life sucks. Kind of got betrayed by the only two people I ever knew and trusted, and my daddy don't love me no more. Can I come with y'all? He probably would have said yes. Theodore, you could have been like actually a half decent individual or a really great addition to the team, but you just had to be mean. You just had to be evil. But then again, if I had to choose between adding another protagonist or creating a new antagonist, especially with Theodore's abilities, is fantastic, and I cannot wait to see how Theodore plays out in the long run. Let's see. Yes, the way I see it, friendship is just an excuse for the weak to huddle together. Interesting. But you know what? I mean, I guess from the perspective of someone like Ballin, who literally never has to rely on anybody because he's literally invincible, I can see why he sees it that way. And I guess it really depends on how you view your own friendship and your own connection with other people. Like, notably, I don't really go to my friends for anything. I try not to bother them. Like I go to them to like hang out, play games and chat. But like, I'll admit, I don't really use my friends as a therapist because I don't need a therapist. I've lived a good life, and I'm still living a really relatively good life. So like, I don't have any problems to go to them with. But in that case, it wouldn't really be an excuse for the weak to hold together. I mean, like, I guess you could say I am weak. Like, these are my gains. Those are Ballin's gains. He's clearly stronger. But like, I wouldn't say that they are weak or an interesting excuse for the weak to hold together. The weak can hold together whenever they want. And the strong can hold together too. Like, look at the seven deadly sins. They were all pretty strong and they all held together. Let's see. Oh, glad we're on the same page. But maybe you're not the one. Maybe you're not the man who decides that. Ooh, why? Well, obviously because they revived Nazis anyway. So, clearly proving them wrong. But that's the thing. Theodora, you're weak. You're fodder. Like, you're only in this situation because you're fodder. What do you mean? Like, man, you give a guy a slight power up and suddenly he thinks he's top 5 in the verse when he ain't even clearing top 15. Like, Theodora, I had to say this, buddy. Hop off your own self. Stop doing tricks on yourself. Back it up a little bit, but let's see. Oh, we thought Nosians was dead for a while there, but we've got a miraculous recovery on our hands. Miraculous indeed. Oh, what's wrong, Theodora? What's wrong? What's happening? Why are you tweaking now, huh? What, because they helped him? Huh? You mean the group of people who clearly shown extreme dedication, love, and care for each other helped them? Oh, geez, my beard is looking... I gotta... You know, I'm just gonna start leaving... I'm gonna start just leaving my stuff alone. My barber's been gone for 2 weeks. Like, I've been trying to like clean myself up. I jacked my hairline. Like, I pushed my sides too far. Like, I be messing around too much. I gotta stop. I gotta be more patient. But with it being the case, what's wrong, Theodore? Huh? What's wrong? Almost as if your moral and ideological philosophy is absolute dog water. Oh, you know what? I like that. I like that Donnie was crying. Or is crying. Like, like, I don't know. It's really because, like, these are Donnie's real friends. Like, obviously, we had Katz and whatever her name was, Elena or whatever, from, like, this art. But, like, we don't know how long they spent together, how much they're doing together. And obviously, you know, Hauser does have his uncle. But still, like, he loves these people. He's been risking his life for him. Will continue to risk his life alongside him. So, the idea of almost losing Nasians probably did have to hurt. So, seeing him get up and be fine, it touches the heart. I like that. Look at my big boy Donnie. And he's huge. Like, he's got nearly ball-sized muscles, bro. Like, people say, oh, you know, I want to be Meliodas, I want to be Bond, I want to be this, I want to be that. I want to be Donnie, bro. Look at his, like, look at that man's gains. Like, like, that's his tricep. What is it made out of? We'll see. And he walks off, storms off. And I love how both of the pets, Sia and... What is it? Sia, Snark the snake. Wait, yeah, I think Snark the snake. They're just like, oh, we're vibing. We alive. We living. Meanwhile, Theodora is genuinely mad. But let's see. Buzz? Let's see. Oh, hey, let's head back. The next match is coming up. Good luck, Gawain. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's already here to fight. Oh, can I ask you something, Nosians? Huh? Sure. Sorry, this has literally been, like, their voices are so close to each other now. My fault, OJ. But see, how long have you been in love with See, like, it gets to a point where I'm not even huffing, like, I'm not reading into anything. Once again, the subtext ain't even subtext anymore. It's just text. So, like, it's like Nakaba. You playing with hearts and minds and souls and bodies and spirits and stuff like that. Like Nakaba. Come on. God. Like, and this is the thing. I feel like for it to be a love triangle, there does have to be, like, genuine interest from this guy who's gonna get sent out. Like, I'm thinking of, because I grew up on like Archie comics, so I'm thinking of like Betty, Veronica, and Archie himself. But like, this is like that dynamic if Archie only loved one, aka Anne, that way. Meanwhile, Nasi's just playing second. Like, I don't know, unless things change, unless I'm reading all this wrong, Nasi, you still have no chance, gang. Anne is like, how long have you been in love with Percival? Let me know how long I've been stealing him away from you. Probably since I met him, I think. After he saved my home. And Ordo, too. And that's the thing, Nassim has known Percy longer than Anne has known him. But, Nassim, I'm sorry, once again, you either get cooked or you get unrequited love. I mean, Nakaba could go down the multi-spouse route. Like, I made jokes about that before, but I just don't see that happening. I mean, it could. Like, once again, I have no idea any reference to, like, is that a thing in Arthurian mythology? I have no clue. Let's see. I owe you an apology then. Huh? Yeah, what do you mean, Anne? When Percival was hurt fighting Ironside, I used mouth-to-mouth to give him that medicine. You must not have liked that at all. Huh. In fact, I don't think Nazi's dead. I'm trying to remember. Nazis did have a shocked look on their face when that happened. Crazy to think that was like 3 years ago now. Or is it more? How long have I been reviewing Four Knights? It's 2025. Chapter 1. Has it been like 5 years? Oh, sweet mother of mercy. When did Four Knights become public? Oh my word. But yeah, it's been a hot minute since that happened. But if I do remember correctly, Nassim was not very fond of that. But let's see. No. Not like that. It was more shock. Well, it was a shock for me too. That's for sure. Yeah. Man, you know you feel a certain type of way about that big P. I'm still not gonna finish this. I'm sorry. There are limits. Even with them being adults, I'm not gonna finish the joke. That's for sure. Huh? But anyway, I'm glad you didn't die. If my rival dies on me, I lose all my motivation. This is where Nakaba's artwork completely sells it. I don't buy that. There are a couple things I want to say about this. Rival, Anne. I hate to say this to you, girl. You are currently by far the most fodder in the group. Like by like leaps and bounds, the most fodder. Because let's be real. Who does Anne beat in the current main roster? Even if you were to throw Gareth in there, because presumably they're gonna come with us now. Who does Anne beat? Who? Not Gareth. Gets Soul Sword diffed. Not Isolde gets boomed. Not Kyan gets summoned diffed. Not Donnie gets thrown. Not Nassim gets speared. And clearly none of the Four Knights gets either Life Spirit diffed, Magic diffed again and Lance, or physically diffed, and then just overpowered and outstatted and Tristan. So like, Anne. Rivals in what? Rivals in love? And you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is I'll be right back. I could not fight the urge. I scratched the eye. It will now turn bright red. By the end of this review, I will have dual Mangekyo Sharingan. And unfortunately, I am not DMS Kakashi. I will be going blind soon enough. You will call me Itachi. But let's see. All that to say, after I've fixed my nose and scratched my eyes, so in fact, I'm just going to talk with my eyes closed for a little bit, don't mind me. The one thing that Anne is a rival in, she dominates. And that's the love of Percy. Once again, Percy just absolutely loves him some Anne. So like, darn. And rival in what? If it's love, it's not fair. If it's power, you get viciously diffed anyway. You're not even top 5. You're not really top 6. You are still currently Ed. You are fine. The only person you beat is Jade. And he's dead, so it doesn't even count. Let's see. Oh, okay, Percival. We're going back to the stands. Yeah, for now. Yeah. Percy though. Percy probably vicious. Yeah, Percy vicious. I'm gonna make him pay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Huh? Percival? Okay, after that delay, we're finally ready to move on. In the third match of Block B, second round, it's Gawain pitted against a big boy beefy ballin'. BBB. B. Let's see. Hope you're ready, you muscle-bound freak. I'll say it again. Ow. I'll say it again. I can knock your kind out with just one finger. Gawain, you hit him with the max output exterminate ray, and it didn't even tickle him. I'm sorry. I'm so jacked up. I was out all day before I came back to record. I'm just gonna record in the mornings now. I can't go outside and get viciously diffed by pollen and then come back to this. This is absolute agony. But let's see. All that arrogance. I like it. But it all sounds like a whole lot of bluffing to me. Talk that talk, ballin', big boy ballin'. He right though. Did he speak a lie? Did he speak a falsehood? Did he speak a mistruth? All I'm hearing is straight unadulterated facts. Talk that talk, big boy ballin'. Let's see. Yeah, right. Gawain, we saw you sweating in the previous chat. Like, Gawain, you are bluffing. Like, you're gonna get diffed. And honestly, I see a lot of people saying, Gawain's gonna win. She's going to lose. We're getting Ballin versus Percy in the final round. I'm telling you, we're getting Ballin versus Percy. It's canon, I promise. I predicted the capital knee twist, capital knee being Gother. I'm calling it. I called it a while ago. I'm calling it again. Ballin versus Percy. That's the final. And then it's probably gonna get interrupted. Let's see. Gladiators, begin. I hate to see this matchup. That girl seems capable, but she's very outmatched. Oh, Beltree dropping straight bar. Okay, let's see. It's true. That man it's true. That man Ballin. He's hard to gauge. So even Gother doesn't believe in Gawain. So that's how you know it's bad. Let's see. This fight won't go easy. No, but Gawain's a knight of prophecy. Let's trust in her. Being a knight of prophecy don't mean jack. How many L's Gawain is taken? Not many, but enough. How many L's Tristan is taken? Not many, but enough. Like, being a knight, Percy is taken? Many, but not enough. But I can feel them mutating. I'm evolving. No, I'm evolving into the Manga. Please. I didn't do anything. Body, stop. Let's see. Let's trust in her. All right, Ballin, lunging forward, blade out. Let's see. Okay. Was that a teleport or was that just a simple dodge? First, let's make absolutely sure that magic won't work on him. Why would you test that now? I mean, like, it's not gonna. He's invincible, but let's see. Swing, whiff. He goes to test. Ballin appears behind. Okay, so he's big in speed. He is like a traditional Seven Deadly Sins character. He's a traditional Seven Deadly Sins character in DBZ Broly, where the fact that he's beefy does not hamper his speed at all. Let's see, right behind Gawain. Okay, but the weave of doom and despair. All right. Ooh, and I like that. Honestly, I kind of wish the slash here was the panel line and there wasn't like an extra panel line here, but this is still clean. Boom, whiff. Malado, malagum. Ooh. Okay, interesting. So she dodges out of this slash. He goes around with a backspin. She touches the sword after chanting. Oh, no. Oh, she didn't just touch it, so she flipped all this. Okay, wait, I see what this style. Okay, wait, I see what this style point. Let's see. I'm not saying all this. I'm not sure what any of this means. Okay, this is a really long chant. Gawain, you better do something absolutely absurd for this chant to be this long. This is like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole speech bubbles? Let's see. Swipe. Okay, darn. A light graze of his sword has sent Gawain flying. Crumble, crumble. She'll be fine, though. Right? Wait, right? Oh, yeah, she's fine. All that for explosive fire? That's it? All that for a big old fireball? You gotta level up, Gawain. But let's see. Interesting. She didn't take any damage, though. It was truly a light graze. She wasn't flying, but that's probably because she's just small. All right, Gawain. Let's see. Explosive fire. Boom! That is a pretty large fireball, though. Ballin is set aflame, but he does not. Yo, when I tell you, big boy Ballin just be Ballin. He's got aura in excess. He may genuinely have a little bit too much aura. It may be an aura overload, gosh darn it. Like, why does he have this much? He, unironically, in the few appearances we've had, in the few battles he's had, he has the most aura out of any Seven Deadly Sins character in the whole duology. I mean, like, that's crazy to say, Pencil. And it kind of is, considering how many aura offs we've had in Seven Deadly Sins. But so far, Ballin has yet to have a moment of weakness. The moment he has a moment of weakness, then he'll be, like, more balanced with characters like Escanor, Meliodas, and Bond. But that's the thing. We've seen all those characters at least be somewhat fallible. We've seen Escanor's knees. We've seen Meliodas on his knees. We've seen Bond on his knees. We have yet to see Ballin drop at all. So, like, he is just aura farm. Let's see. It's not working! No, duh, he's invincible. Fire won't work. If the Holy Knight's Captain Magic... Wait. Fire won't work, and if the Holy Knight Captain's magic failed, then wind's off the table too. I need to find an element that hits home, even a little bit, and batter him with it. Ah, okay, so she is, unironically, this is very similar to, Merlin versus the two Supreme Demons, where she's hunting for a specific weakness. Because I forget, one was wind and was I believe, was Kusak's wind and Chandler's lightning, or vice versa. But she ended up figuring out that those magic affinities worked against them specifically, even if they had extreme resistance to it. And she just kept pestering them with, infinite sets of them thanks to her magic. So let's see what Gawain ends up figuring out. Oh, interesting. Okay, so no cast for this one. She just immediately is able to cast seemingly a frost spell. Chill. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Perma-frozen wall. Alright, so so Gawain presumably has access to wind magic. She has off the table, but she doesn't use it, obviously, because she's seen it doesn't work. Fire magic, which makes sense, sunshine. And then ice magic. So she's pulling out all the different basic elements. Let's see. Ballin does seem trapped here, but let's see what he does. Shimmer? Oh. Don't worry, I won't kill you. But as close as that is to absolute zero, you'll be too frozen to go on. I'll admit, I don't want the ball and build. That's a little bit too much muscle, but golly, smash right on through it. Huh? Gawain, are you surprised? He's literally invincible. In that case, what, Gawain? In that case, what? He's gonna cuck you. Ooh, blitz. Okay, okay, maybe all these chants earlier were to set up these different spells, because explosive fire is the only one that's needed this long of a chance. She's used ice and then lightning right back to back. Blitz javelin. Are you done yet, lady? He's like, really? Is this all you got? I thought you were better than this. Ballin comes back. His magic force is just as invincible as the name implies. Truly a menace. I know Beltree was like, yo, he was low-key, but I need this man to work for me. Let's see. He's my will! Ooh, what? Blam? Kablam, no less. Gawain! What's that thing, little lady? What is it indeed? It's been a minute. Thing is, though, this thing is the worst sacred treasure. It broke. It's the only sacred treasure we ever seen break, so that's actually kind of rough. But let's see. The sacred sword Rita. A short blade bearing the name of a woman loved by the sun. That is not going to us. The sacred treasure Rita. The sacred sword Rita. A short blade bearing the name of a woman beloved by the sun. Okay, but she was actually able to block and fully negate Ballin strike. So it looks like, at least to this amount of trying Ballin, buff Gawain is somewhat relative. I'm hoping we're actually going to see her stack both her magic and her buff abilities. And I wonder, she looks actually a little bit small here. I feel like she's been bigger and beefier before, so we'll see how she goes. Let's see. Now, how about we kick off the second round? After you did nothing in the first round? Alright, let's see. Ugh. Oh? Is something the matter, Lord Beltree? This power I feel from that from the sword. Not from Gawain herself. Interesting. So there's still remnants of the original Sunshine inside of the sword, but not inside Gawain. Because I was wondering why Beltree, now that we know that Beltree is Daemon, I was wondering why he didn't comment on Gawain initially transforming against Turret. And it looks like Gawain's Dawn magic, that's what Nakaba called it, is different enough from Sunshine that he can't recognize it. But the moment Rita shows up, which we know has been repeatedly infused with Sunshine, now Beltree begins to flash back. Is that what it is? What is it? Wait, is that what it is? Or is it that girl's doing? Oh, okay, so he may be feeling Dawn which probably is an evolution or manipulation of Sunshine, from Gawain, or maybe feeling leftover remnants of Sunshine and Rita. I feel like Gawain is the more likely option here, but we'll see. But Gawain is still sweating, so I think Gawain is cooked. I think she's not gonna win this one, but I think that's fine. Let's see. Why is my old wound aching all over again? Because you remember your little bro, don't you, David? Let's see. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. Alright. Sorry, I would stick around for longer. This was a much quicker review than the first one. Sorry, my bad. It was more of an aura off than a character chapter. But hey, I'll take some aura. But a W of chapters. Hope you guys enjoyed the live reaction / review. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave burning red eyes, because I'm in absolute agony right now. I'm gonna go wash my eyes out with fire, because I feel like that'd actually cool it down. But leave burning red eyes in the comment section down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that all the keys supposed to not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, you don't have a Patreon down below, or you support me for as low as $1 a month. Hit things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also, now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions here this exam to review, ad variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, it's also a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You drop 5 minutes for a short video, 20 minutes for a long video, or any means at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Zach with a pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Super Flame Zero, Glacier XZ, Zara, Brandon Payne, J2MA, Yomi, Yuki Ally, Buddha Uda, Azo 2404, Planet Crone, G Prosper, Nevis 97, and Ollie. I'd like to give a big old thank you to our line art tier patrons: Sean, Nirvana Igneal, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, and A+A. And I'd like to give a big old thank you to our Inc. tier members: Fine, Austin Wimberly, Euchia, Carlo Alaimo, and Grim. And then I'd like to give a big old hefty thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. And then I'd like to give a big old thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Walkie Munoz and Walkie Munoz. And then I'd finally like to give a giga super duper kidney sacrificing thank you to our ultimate, that guy with a heart on the horizon, Calvin Elder.